And now, ain't no food stamps. Y'all gonna have to hunt raccoons and shit for Thanksgiving and eat beans and shit.
Or, hear me out, why don't you cut them some checks? Give them some money. These struggling families, you're worth $80 million. Give them some money. No?
Well, it just keeps getting better and better. Not only did they increase my rent because I started working, they increased my rent. They have now deducted my food stamps. So they increased my rent. They tell me I can't qualify for benefits and I can't get child support or anything because my husband's in prison. So I'm a single mom with no help, no family, no nobody, no nothing. And now I just got a letter. I'm just quite pleased with it, honey. It says now they have reduced my food stamps from $523 a month for 2 people to now $320 a month for 2 people. So that's great. Because, of course, the reason is because I make too much money. But I guess I shouldn't complain because at least I get them. Because a lot of people, I've been ranting about this stuff for a couple days now. And a lot of people are telling me how they're not even getting them. And I don't know how people are surviving out here. And then everyone wants to comment, well, your hair and nails are done. First of all, my hair has not been done in a long time. And when it did get done, honey, that was my sponsor who did it. Because, you know, I'm a recovering addict. And, honey, she's relapsed now, obviously. And the hair clip, this is a clip that I paid $6 for at Shein. The eyelashes and stuff, they come from the Dollar Tree or in bulk from Shein for $3.
Can we also please stop using someone's appearance as a reason why they shouldn't be getting Section 8, food stamps, Medicaid? Because I feel like that happens a lot. Just because you might take pride in your appearance, it doesn't mean that you have a lot of money. Just because it looks like you have fake eyelashes or hair extensions or you get your hair colored or you're wearing nails, all of that can be done very, very inexpensively. I think there is this stigma where if someone is on welfare, that they have to look like they don't give a shit about themselves.
Yeah, people in the comments and people in general expect welfare to have a certain look. There's homeless people that know how to dress nice. They know how to be clean. They won't look homeless. Not all the time. Usually that's the addicts, the people that don't keep themselves up. But just because you broke or homeless, don't got money, whatever the case, that does not mean you can tell by their appearance. I be seeing that. I be like, I agree, but I disagree. Like, you shouldn't be spending $300, $400, $500 on your appearance. You shouldn't be spending $300 on hair, paying to get your nails. But you can do everything inexpensively. Like she said, you can get the pop-on nails from the dollar store. You can get you a little cheap wig from the beauty supply, you know, or they might have had those before they fell off and fell on hard times. They might have been had all of that. You don't really know. Don't judge a book by its cover, right? On the other side, on the flip side, somebody who looks like they got money could be broke. The people that other people think got money, oh, they got money. Whole time they don't be having nothing. She right. We should stop judging by that. Most times y'all be wrong, and everybody be wrong. They be judging based off appearance and what's been shown to them.
I just woke up and I'm thinking about how next month's gonna be my last month and I'm not getting food stamps no more. And that hurts my soul real bad. I've been getting EBT since I was 18 years old. You know, I just woke up and I'm thinking about how next month's gonna be my last month and I'm not getting food stamps no more. And that hurts my soul real bad. I've been getting EBT since I was 18 years old. I don't have no children. I'm not disabled. And I can get up and work.
So do
Even
it.
if I do work, I'm still not gonna get a lot. Food stamps is coming down to an end, y'all. This is a tough time. And I don't want to hear in the comments, I don't want to hear no ignorant shit because 60% of white folks get EBT in America, and that's the truth. Look it up. But I'm gonna miss these stamps. I gotta stop paying for food now. This is about to hurt my soul. This is a bad time in America. Gotta salvage the rest of these stamps for the last 2 months. No snacks, no candy, none of that. Meat packages and drinks because yeah, it's about to get real tough out here. Just woke up thinking about it like damn. No more Subway sandwiches. Damn man, this is bad.
She been on there for 12 years She's gotten tens of thousands of dollars worth of stamps. Free food for over a decade. Now her world is flipped upside down. She don't know what to do. No more Subway sandwiches. You should have enough to own a Subway in savings by now. After 12 years. Yeah, it's gonna be bad for millions of Americans. What do you expect? You could not expect to live on these programs for a lifetime. I would have been optimistic even if I was on there. Every year I would be like, this might be the last year. I would just have that in the back of my mind as a thought. So when it does happen, I'd be like, okay, I knew it was coming. This is why I've been preparing. I've been saving.
My name's Kelly, and I'm on food stamps. And before you run your fucking mouth, let me tell you why. My mother was on food stamps, and if I'm being frank, her mother was probably on food stamps. And the reason for that being is, when you're born into poverty, it's almost impossible to escape. You're quite literally born into a system inherited for you to become part of the system. People love to say just work harder, but they don't realize how expensive it is to be poor. But what they don't see is the stress, the debt, the skipped meals, the jobs that don't pay you enough to live. Food stamps aren't a handout. They're quite literally a method of survival. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm well aware of the life that I was given. It's not always fair. We don't always start at the same line. And I plan on being the last motherfucker in my bloodline that ever needs this fucking card.
Now there we go. End those generational curses. Break those chains. Don't pass on the poverty, mindset, nor lifestyle. I agree with that part. Now, it's a method of survival. You could say that, but so is a job. If you don't work, you don't eat, right? Heard that before? So have I. So have those watching. So have the taxpayers. Now you got to work to eat. How Trump's big, beautiful bill has affected an Arizona food bank. People were sleeping on the food banks. Nobody really wanted to go. I knew people that went to them just because they were like, why not? Why buy certain groceries when you can get it for free? It's not like they were taken from the people that needed it. Those that worked at the food banks or ran the food banks were saying, please tell people to come down here. We don't want to lose our grant. We need people to accept this food. We need people to take it. They were giving away boxes of it, boxes, loading up trucks, loading up cars. This was just about 2 years ago. People are showing up now with no other way to get food other than at the food banks. See how times have changed in just 2 years.
The impact of last year's sweeping cuts to food stamps are starting to be felt across the country, including at this food pantry I'm at today in Phoenix. They have seen a surge in demand after hundreds of thousands of people in Arizona have lost their food stamp benefits because of new requirements and changes in documentation people have to submit under this new law. I have talked to dozens of people who have been coming through food banks in Arizona. Many of them should still be eligible for food stamp benefits because of how low their income is, because they're seniors, because they have young children at home, or they're disabled.
Because of my heart, I can only eat certain foods. I can't do that if I don't get food stamps.
As a result, people are flooding into food banks like this one that is seeing record demand of people seeking a box of groceries to try and get them through a period of time.
So we've worked really hard to fill the gap for folks as they need more help. But the reality is, St. Mary's Food Bank and the other partners that we have across the state, we can only fill a small portion of that gap.
As a result, people told me they're eating less healthy, they're having to give their kids processed food and fewer vegetables and packaged snacks that they would not like to be giving their kids, but they feel they are forced to because that's all they can afford or that's all they're able to get at a food pantry like this one.
That's funny. The people on food stamps want the unhealthy foods. The people that were used to going to the food banks and getting healthier foods are upset that they can't get those healthier foods and they got to feed their kids the unhealthy foods. That's something to be upset about, but at least you get free food still. You're going to pay one way or another. If you're not paying for the food, you're going to pay through health, through sickness, due to the bad eating though. I understand that, right? You don't want to give your kids certain foods if you care about your kids, right? And if you have an option, honestly. Most times parents just got to feed them, what they can afford, which are the less healthy foods when you're paying out of pocket. Same thing when you're getting it from somebody like a food pantry. You get what they have. With the influx of people coming in, they're going to start running out quickly. And then people won't have no food. People will have to get food all on their own dime. Food pantries are running dry all across America, all through the nation.
Trump is not forcing anyone to get a job. The only way you could get benefits and not have to work is if you qualify. There's a whole list of qualifications. I chose to continue having kids so I wouldn't have to work. Between food stamps and child support, I'm living the best life ever. I live better than when I was actually working.
All right, I'm really getting irritated with all these people that live on EBT sitting here saying that it's our responsibility to pay for their food. I work 50 hours a week and I haven't had food in my fridge for over a year. Do you want to see the food that I have in my fridge? Do you want to see what I survive on a daily basis? Yeah, let me show you. This is my fridge, my empty fridge. The food that I have in my fridge, a half a gallon of milk, and the rest of my fridge is freaking pretty much empty.
That ain't
You
even
see
a
it?
half gallon.
All right, let me show you my freezer. Yeah, some frozen ass chicken and some frozen ass bread. That's it. I work 50 hours a week. I don't qualify for food stamps. This is what I survive on. Yup, because I work 50 hours a week. They say I make too much money. I don't qualify for food stamps. You know where all my money goes? To my bills. And I'm still behind on bills. So I can't buy food because I make too much money. Yeah, I make too much money. So I don't make enough money to have food in my fridge. Yup. So what do? I work more. Work. Get off your ass and work. That's what we do. We don't rely on taxpayer money to pay our bills and to work and to eat. We just don't eat.
We just don't eat. Man, you know it's bad when you got to start freezing the bread. Don't want the bread to go bad. I never understood that. Freezing bread. When it thaws out, you're going to have wet, soggy bread. Or it's going to be freezer burnt bread. I'm good on it. He didn't even have enough ingredients in there to make a sandwich, did he? It ain't funny, I'm just saying. What y'all think about this video, family? Drop it in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom.